Hey everybody, we hope you are enjoying Pittsburgh Her, a thoughtful conversation series created through Jagoff Media and Pittsburgh Magazine, and we are off the heels. Sarah and I were able to attend the first Pittsburgh Magazine Women in Business Awards this past February, and by far, listen, I have been to quite a few, and they're lovely, lovely women, and they're such great presentations, but by far my favorite group of ladies.
Yes.
And I don't say that every time.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't. Because
We
these are
concur.
quarterly.
Yes.
So, you do go to a bunch of them. But yeah, they really kicked 2026 off
Yeah.
well.
Agreed. And
Yeah.
we have Terina Hicks with us, who was one of the amazing women who were nominated. I was shocked that it took this long for you to be nominated, to be honest with you. I would have assumed that this was an honorary thing, years ago. So we're happy to have you.
Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah.
But my head is always so far in a mixing bowl. I don't know what's going on outside.
We want to jump into, obviously you know that speaking of bowls, we go into a topic, but for people who aren't aware, what is it that you do so that people know why your head's in a mixing bowl?
I am the owner and chief baker officer of Cobbler World, which is a baked goods company, been in business 12 years now. So I make all the nostalgic confections that most bakeries and bake shops no longer make. Obviously cobblers, but also things like your banana bread, pineapple zucchini bread, your key lime pies, pineapple upside down cakes, chocolate zucchini bread.
And so you'll be here every week.
And she's in farmer's market, and she has these little plastic clamshell containers. Yes, and Andy, I'm going to call him out. He walks through every farmer's market to see if you're there. He'll go around and he's
so
like,
cute.
"Oh, Cobbler World's not here." Because he's like, and the zucchini pineapple bread is his favorite, and I'm always like, well, it's got a vegetable in it.
It's healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy.
And I've stopped doing farmers market because I'm a one-woman show.
Right.
Yeah.
So it got to be overwhelming. So I said, I'm done.
And your locations, do you have two?
I have two locations. My first location is downtown, right on Penn Avenue, across from the Westin Hotel.
Right.
And then my second location is in Bellevue.
I didn't. Okay.
Nice.
This is what I'm embarrassed of.
Yeah.
Right. We are I'm Ross Township. She's Westview.
Oh, so we're close.
It's over the hill.
Yeah.
Where in the heck is it? Why do I not
It's
know?
in the old suburban general hospital. Yeah.
Oh, that's where my doctor's
Which is
office
now a professional building.
You're gonna go there.
I
after
am
every
so
appointment
excited.
now?
This is fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, so you can literally walk in and just get
You can walk in Tuesday through Thursday because I don't have a manager for Monday or Friday. From 10 until 3 and just go in and grab stuff.
Oh my gosh, we're going.
And we sell hot foods.
I love that.
What?
That is
Yeah,
so
like I
cool.
made chicken Alfredo last week. I made barbecue chip chicken. We sell
we
hot
in
dogs and kielbasa along with my sweets.
I'm going to do research for my story.
Yes. A little bit of research.
A little bit of research.
Understood. Okay, so we know that has been your thing for 12 years.
Yes.
And we know that you were honored for being the amazing person that you are, but you have a new journey that we're going to talk about after we jump into our Magnolia Bowl. And Terina, just for your benefit and for anyone who's a first-time watcher or listener, our Magnolia Bowl is full of great topics, some of which we started, but I think we've gotten through all of our topics because we're on 20-some episodes, and we quit contributing to the bowl because people were doing so. So
Wow.
Sarah did a really good job at the last Women in Business event and was telling people give us your thoughts. So we have no idea what's in there. Monica vets them, so we're hoping it's a good one. So Christy, would you like to do the honor, or should we have Terina do the honor?
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable enough? We don't want to put you on the spot. I just did.
Yes, you just did, Rachel.
I know you can do
Let's
it.
grab
I know
one.
you can do it, or I wouldn't ask. Uh-oh, it looks like a long one.
Oh, goodness.
Look
Gonna
at Bria.
take off the glasses to read.
That's always
like
the
it.
anticipation for me. Like, what's it gonna say?
Okay, if time and money were no object, where would you travel? Bonus, who would you travel with? Who's your companion? And this is from, do I say the name?
Sure.
Alexis.
I have a
So
few Alexis.
Alexis was at because those are the new slips. So she was at the
she was at the
Women in
awards.
Business event.
Touched on Crystal.
Okay. Does anyone have something off the bat?
I think I'd go to Australia or New Zealand. Time and money are not an obstacle. Yeah, that's where.
Why
there?
there?
Belize.
Because it feels so far and so expensive. to both like dollars to get there, because let's be clear, I don't want to fly coach for that long. So I'd have to fly first class or business or
I
something
love that you
where I
added
could,
another
like,
caveat. Yeah, right.
time and money,
Money,
are not
right,
an
you're right.
object
Exactly.
is what I was told. So dreaming big here.
Okay.
So it's so far, and I could spend some time because it takes like 2 days to get there from
Right.
here. So I'd want to be there for a minute, and I've
that's-
heard
that's
it's just
good.
beautiful, and that's
Okay,
where I'd
easy
go.
enough. And you were saying Belize?
Yeah.
Have you been before?
No. I've just seen the pictures and it looks so pretty. I just want to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I've actually been to Belize. It is very, very pretty. Just on a
Really?
cruise, so not long enough.
Okay.
But, you know, just one of those.
How
touch
long
and
was your
go.
cruise?
10 days.
Okay.
And so that was like a 2 day, a day and a half stop or something like that. It's very lovely, but you know, but I don't have the skin for that kind of amazing place. Would not look good. That's a good one. Bria, how about you?
I think Greece.
Well, that's a
it's
good
just
one.
so scenic. Like, I don't know. You see all the pictures and definitely want to go there.
And I'm
One
going
day.
there in May.
It's like you knew.
Yeah.
What is it? Why are you going there?
I'm going there, but I always wanted to go to Greece as well. And that'll be the 1 year anniversary, something we'll talk about later.
Yes.
And it'll be a cruise. I'll leave May 16th and I'll be back May 24th.
Nice.
Oh my
So I
goodness.
fly into Athens, Santorini. And, wow. So,
I'm jealous.
That is so wonderful.
so I'm looking forward to that.
Wow, that's fantastic. I think I would do one of those like cruises as well. That's like that you can go to all the European, you know, because time isn't a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So they do the
Exactly.
entire, and then that way it's
that.
all taken care of for
all
you. So I don't
taken
have to
care
like drive
I would
anywhere.
do that.
You know, so I think that's what I would do. Christy, what about you?
Well,
I
don't
feel
know-
like there's going to be a Halloween theme or cemeteries are
Close.
involved. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you and John were talking about Astoria, Oregon.
We were talking about Astoria, New York.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
you want Astoria, Oregon?
Yes, because and
this
you
one.
say time is no factor
Object.
either. I want to go back in time when they were filming the Goonies.
Oh, you're good. You are so good.
And I just want to, because that's like such a major movie in my life that I want to experience
good
it.
movie.
I want to be a Goonie.
You Goonie.
You Goonie.
That is so funny. I wouldn't have remembered that that's
Really?
where they were from. Or that's where it was filmed.
Yeah, like the house. I want to truffle shuffle in front of the house. I want to do all the stuff. I love her. One-eyed Willie, like all of it. So that's what I would do. And I would go
Sloth.
alone because I want to be a dork and do all my dorky things and not have to explain myself to anyone.
Well, right. That's
Exactly.
part. That was the other
Except
part.
Chunk.
Yeah.
So
That was the third part.
Yeah.
And if you choose
Yeah.
to go be a Goonie,
yeah,
be a dork.
Yeah, I'll be with the Goonies, but yeah, if you're not a Goonie,
sometimes I love questions like that because it's like you're not overthinking. You don't
No, I
have to
liked
like be in your own head, and that was lovely. Plus, it gives us a little bit of time to explore. Terina, so as Sarah said, that her middle child and so many others, including all of us, have loved all of your decadent things over the last 12 years. Yes, and now we know where we can go when we aren't downtown or near
Absolutely.
downtown. But you took on a whole new journey because something unfortunate happened in your life, and it's one of those things where you took the unfortunate situation and turned it around. So, talk to us about that.
My husband passed away unexpectedly May 14th last year.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was heading out. I said, babe, I'm leaving to go to the kitchen. I love you. Have a blessed day. He was in the shower getting ready to go to work. He said, I love you too. God bless. That was Wednesday morning. I get home Wednesday evening and I find him passed away in our bedroom. So I'm still sleeping on my couch.
Oh, I bet you are.
Yeah.
I did not know that part. Wow.
We were married 22 years. Next month we would have celebrated 23. Yeah. A wonderful man. Everybody that knew him loved him.
What was his name?
Joseph Lewis Hicks. At his homegoing service, somebody 20 years ago that he worked with came to his service.
What a
20 years
testament to
ago.
who. Sure.
Yes. And the service, it was standing room only. The church I attend, it's a big, big building, and it was standing room only. Wow. So
And so was that the start of you feeling fulfilled knowing that he was loved. You knew he was loved because you loved him.
Yes.
And I'm assuming then that took you to, there's something you need to do to kind of feel better, to start to feel better.
I said, if I'm feeling this way,
Yeah.
and it was only a couple of months in, what about the other widows who've been on this journey for maybe 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
So I said, why not a widow's journey retreat?
Yeah.
I have facilitators. There will be breakout sessions. My keynote speaker actually got her doctorate in widowhood. She's been a widow for 19 years.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Me neither.
Yeah, well, you know, in graduate school, you can create your own track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So
That should be a
she's
question.
been a widow for 19 years. She's my keynote speaker. So we put out the registration form. It's going to be April 11th. And it will be an all-day event. It will be at the Urban Saddle Ranch in Huntington, PA, which is about 2 hours from here.
Okay.
But the venue is absolutely beautiful. I didn't want to have it in the city. I wanted women to get away from their surroundings, something new, and to meet other widows, form partnerships, support groups, and everything else. So I'm looking forward to it.
So much to unpack. So there's still opportunity for people to
Absolutely
be a part of that.
Absolutely.
Okay. And was this because you felt that was something you needed, the getaway or the connection to other people who have experienced, or both?
Both.
Okay.
I needed to get away, but the connection, because really there's nothing for a widow. Once your husband passes, people kind of forget about you.
Yeah.
And I really want this to be a nonprofit organization, because there are women whose husband passed and they still have young children.
Yeah.
So if they're living in a house and there was no insurance, maybe they need something fixed up on their home.
Yeah.
Maybe they need snow shoveled or a fence repaired or whatever. So I want this to be a nonprofit so that people can volunteer their time and their services to help widows.
Wow.
That's so nice.
Now, for you, are there stages that you're going to tackle through the retreat? And okay, if you don't want to go through the entire retreat, but essentially, because you're still new to this. I mean, you're not even a year. You just said.
I'm not even a year in.
Yeah.
And I still attend my grief share group, and I go every Wednesday. And the widows who are there, they've been in this journey for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So, because I was ready to drive off a cliff after I found my husband. I was like, what happened? Make this make sense. But there are different, sessions that will help us to deal with our emotions. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that grief and joy, it can coexist in your heart. Yeah. Grief and happiness and all that can coexist. But this is going to help us to start healing, start mending, start recovering, and find, repurpose. A new purpose for our lives. There's going to be a fashion piece, because you need to, kind of spruce yourself up. There's going to be art therapy. There's going to be a breakout session where you can create a memorial for your husband, or volunteerism that'll help you overcome. And so my husband graduated from Penn Hills High School, and that's where he was working when he passed. So I'm doing a scholarship in his name.
Oh, wow.
Because he's been in law enforcement all of his life. So any student who's graduating and going into any type of law, criminal justice, forensics, police officer, I want to start off with a $500 scholarship, now to help you with books.
And I mean this truthfully, how did you seem to be, I'm not clinical, but you seem to be so much further in the process than what I would think for this just happening. I mean, how did all of this come to you? Are you a spiritual person?
I am an ordained minister.
Of course you are. She checks every box.
Yes.
What?
Explains why her food is so good. Yes.
And even though, I'm a believer, we still hurt.
Of course.
Sure.
Jesus wept when Lazarus died. And I'm human. I'm not God. So, of course, I'm going to hurt. But I know where my help and my strength comes from. And there's not a week that goes by that I'm not missing my husband, that I'm not shedding tears. And I know that in time, this will, eventually dissipate. But right now I'm still doing this, but I know where my strength and help comes from.
I love that. So the retreat is April 11th.
April 11th,
And
and it's all day.
Okay.
From 9 until 7 o'clock p.m. We'll have a continental breakfast, we'll have lunch, and the dinner stuff. We're going to have teriyaki salmon, charcuterie, we're going to have yellow rice, green beans, so it's going to be a nice day.
Fantastic.
And then in between sessions, you can go out and check out the ducks or the pigs or the horses. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
I love that. And where is it?
It's in Huntington,
Oh,
PA.
Huntington.
Yes.
I was like North Huntington, so I know where that is.
No farther.
It's closer to State College.
A little further. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it an overnight retreat?
No, just
Okay.
one day.
Okay.
But if you want to stay overnight, you can rent a cabin and then check out Sunday morning.
Gotcha. Okay. And so I guess the big question is, obviously we want to know where we can follow you and find out more information, but after the retreat, what happens? Where do you see this? Because you seem to be such a visionary in your path for healing. So where does it go after the retreat? More kind of pop-up type things?
There's going to be, I want to do like maybe a monthly gathering just to check in to see how the widows are doing, if they need any help with anything. But like I said, I'm going to be working on forming this as a nonprofit. But I do want to have a monthly gathering. If we just go to a restaurant, take out a movie, maybe take a trip up to Erie or something.
Right.
Support group.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and we told you we produce another podcast that is called The Merry Widows, and it's 7 women, who are going through something in a different time. They're in their golden years, and their husbands have been gone for like a decade. But the grief process, like you said, it takes some time. And their biggest piece of advice is to stay busy. You have to keep moving, because if you're sitting and you're thinking or you're wallowing, of course, time. You need that time to do what you need to do, but eventually pick yourself up and kind of figure out, and you're doing just that.
Because if not, depression will sit.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because for the first month, I was just sitting on my couch. I probably lost about 20 pounds.
Wow.
I wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking. I was just sitting on the couch crying. And my sisters, they came in. I have an older sister who lives in Virginia, sister in Maryland, sister in New York, and then a sister that's still here. And they were like, you have to eat. You're going to waste away. And I'm like, I'm just not there. But if you don't keep busy, depression will sit in. And that's not healthy.
Yeah, true. Where can everybody find out more information about this amazing path?
They can go on Facebook, and all the information is there. I just uploaded the landing page today.
And that is your personal, is it Cobbler World
That's
or
my
Terina?
personal page, Terina J. Hicks.
Okay.
And you'll see the picture of me and my hubby.
I love that. And we are so grateful that you shared your story with us, and thank you so much for joining us. And
Oh, thank you, ladies, for having
we
me.
wish you so well. Yeah. And when you're ready to go to Belize, let us know.
Yeah.
We are in.
We got to get some money.
And some there you go. Yes, and we are going to Cobbler World for sure. So just as a reminder, make sure if you would like to contribute to our amazing poll and give us a topic to talk about, we would love that. You can email us, you can direct message us, follow us on Instagram. It's Pittsburgh_5, and make sure you're letting us know what you want to talk about. And Sarah, until next time.
See you next Tuesday.